Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are Arizona.
The homestanding Arizona Diamondbacks glad to be invited into your living room tonight. A tall task. The defending world champs come in. It's game 2 of a 3-game series here at Chase Field. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks trying to climb back to Mount 500 and then look out and see things clearly. They do so against the St. Louis Cardinals. All the action on Fox Sports Arizona. Hi, folks. Welcome back to this ballpark. I'm Mark Grace's partner, Darren Sutton. You know Mark Grace by now. Let's talk about this ballpark, Gracie, because it's a hitter's ballpark. You know, when you get out there and you see what the Cardinals did with 5 home runs last night, you're reminded that it's really tough to pitch here.
Well, it can be. And just about any place the St. Louis Cardinals have gone this year has been a hitter's ballpark. They actually made this ballpark look really small last night. They hit 5 very long home runs. Cardinals are making every ballpark right now look very small. But once again, Darren, we're going to agree to disagree because I think there was some guys that pitched really well here. Randy Johnson, Kurt Schilling, Brandon Webb, Dan Herron, and Ian Kennedy. They throw the ball pretty good here.
I think you're onto something, Mark Grace. Let's talk about Ian Kennedy pitching very well of late in this ballpark, dating back to last season. He's bucked every trend, which goes along with what you're saying. You make your pitches, you win.
Absolutely. Ian Kennedy has got a lot of confidence now anytime he pitches at Chase Field. I'm sure he hears the rumors, the ball flies here. And I'm sure he was watching last night, watching the St. Louis Cardinals hit 5 long balls here. But Ian Kennedy is a guy that knows every time he takes the mound that the confidence is in the Diamondbacks dugout. That's what you have to have. That's why you're an ace. Anytime you take the mound, your teammates feel we got a chance to win this thing.
Unlikely hero lately, unlikely offensive force with a man who played his entire career just about in the minor leagues in Cody Ransom.
What a good story. I was saying earlier, talk about the little engine that could. This guy's been told by so many organizations and so many managers and GMs, you're just not good enough to be in the big leagues. Well, Cody Ransom, in his 30s now, finally an opportunity to play more than once a week or once in every 2 weeks. He's taken this opportunity. He's run with it. He's been terrific. He's been the most dangerous player in the Diamondbacks lineup when he gets his opportunities.
So again, there'll be a test. This is Mark Grace. My name is Aaron Sutton. Glad to have you with us. When we come back, we'll update you on Daniel Hudson. He's working his way back. He threw today. When we come back, we'll be joined by, let me say it clearly, Mark McClune will join us. He will tackle the subject. Baseball is brought to you in part by Gila River Casinos, proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks, and by the all-new Mazda CX-5 with 35 highway miles per gallon.
And welcome back to downtown Phoenix. Just about set for the first pitch. The Diamondbacks trying to get back on the winning track and healthy as they head into summer. Good news today, some good news regarding the pitching staff and regarding Daniel Hudson, who threw off a mound here at Chase Field for the first time since injuring his shoulder in Denver about 3 weeks ago. Daniel Hudson throwing in the outfield and making his way to the mound. In the bullpen, he threw about 30 pitches, said he lost count, said he felt great, and if it were up to him, he would make the start tomorrow, but wants to be smart about it. Kirk Gibson says Daniel Hudson might throw another bullpen later this week and then could face live hitters later this week. And also news on the injury front, Stephen Drew a triple today and extended spring training, and Chris Young could be headed there later this week, maybe as early as Thursday. Kirk Gibson joked we should have a pretty good team down there. Speaking of a pretty good team, the defending world champion St. Louis Cardinals in town for Game 2 tonight against the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks try to show me, you, and the rest of Arizona a home win against a team from the Show Me State. Darren Sutton and Mark Grace have the call, and it's next.
Glad to have you back at Chase Field. Darren Sutton, Mark Grace. Mike Matheny, the 49th manager in Cardinals team history, actually named to the post in November of last offseason. And he's off to a heck of a start. Let's take a look at his starting lineup tonight with one minor change. David Descalso down there at the bottom. He gets the start. So Rafael Furcal not batting leadoff. John Jay, Carlos Beltran, Matt Holliday. Alan Craig, David Freese with the Gold Glover, Yadier Molina. Skip Schumacher's the second baseman. We spoke of Descalso and Jake Westbrook. The ace of the Arizona Diamondbacks is Ian Kennedy. He makes his 7th start of the season. 3-1 is his record, and an ERA of a little bit over 3. Our Arizona 4 dealers numbers on Ian Kennedy.
Ian Kennedy, a tough luck loser in his last start. He lost 2-1. But he's looking to right that ship, and once again, starting to throw the ball a lot better now, Darren. Bit of a struggle early for him. Strike one out of the gate.
John Jay off to a .381 start, a pair of home runs and 8 RBIs. Inside, 1-1 the count. And even better for the University of Miami product, the patience, a .429 on base to open the year. Ian Dives that one at home plate. A little sink on that fastball.
And unfortunately, that one sunk right back to the middle of the plate. Got to be careful with this Cardinal crew. Any one of these guys can hurt you badly on a mistake.
Fastball up and in, a good 2-strike pitch. Hit his spot there with John Jay. Ian last time out in Washington, a hard luck loser, 2-1. Went 7 solid innings, 83 pitches. Kennedy breaking ball, line drive, base hit. Rolling toward the gap. Parra has to leave his feet to try to cut it off, and look at Jay go. He touches second. He's thinking about 3. The relay from McDonald. No relay. It's a triple. A leadoff triple for John Jay. His first triple of the season.
Well, that ball was scalded. A breaking ball. Just stays right there. Boy, that was a nice, beautiful hanging breaking ball to hit. I mean, that ball is ripped over the head of McDonald and by Gerardo Parra. And once it's by, John Jay easily into third base, and Ian Kennedy realizes once again, as Joe Saunders found out, mistakes to these guys get hit very, very hard.
Leading home run hitter is Carlos Beltran with 8 on the year. He takes a fastball that is wide. As that one is off the plate, according to Tim Welke, who works behind the plate tonight. Defensively, you can see even with the bag at third is Ransom. Everyone else back. Curveball, fly ball, crushed. Deep right field. Carlos Beltran way out of here. That went up into the concourse, folks. 2-0 Cardinals. One bounce into the concourse. And the Cardinals pick up right where they left off last night.
Well, Ian Kennedy has thrown 2 curveballs, as we saw Saunders last night with changeups. 2 curveballs, 2 bolts. One a triple. That one of the longer home runs you'll see to right field. My goodness. These guys aren't going to want to leave here.
9 home runs for Beltran. Into the seats it goes, bouncing around down below. Congratulations all around. A man who since last June truly has been one of the hotter hitters. It's been a big stretch for him, and this is a guy that for quite some time one of the most dangerous offensive forces in baseball. Holliday fouls that one in and out of the catcher's mitt. 0-2 the count on the veteran Matt Holliday. What do his teammates think here? Oh, they have the line. Look at that, like a wedding line.
Interesting. Something different.
Absolutely. Well, the one thing, Rick Horton came over, a great analyst for the St. Louis Cardinals and former Major League pitcher. And the one thing that he talked about in our pregame segment was, and this is not at all a knock on Tony La Russa, he's an older gentleman, he had managed for thousands of games. But the bunch, as that one's hit hard and into center field. The bunch down there in the gray uniforms, they're a little bit looser this year than in the past. Not better or worse, just different, a little bit more loose, and that shows what Rick's talking about, that home run line.
Don't think that would have happened with Tony down there?
I don't think so. Well, what did Tony used to say to you when you gave him a greeting, like a fine howdy do?
How you doing, Tony? I'll let you know after the game.
Did it ever waver?
For the 15 years that I played against, I'll let you know after the game.
One of the greatest managers of all time, replaced by a young man now. Cardinals catcher from 2000 to 2004. He was part of postseason times as well. For those 5 seasons, he was a catcher that helped St. Louis go to the postseason. Alan Craig hits it hard, could be 2. Ransom, Hill, on to first, double play. That cleans it up nicely for Ian Kennedy. Alan Craig rolls into the 5-4-3 double play, so a couple of outs.
Ball's hit hard, but right at Cody Ransom. A little forehand, the perfect feed, and boy, 2 much needed outs there for Ian Kennedy and the Diamondbacks.
David Freese hit his 7th home run last night. He has hit in 11 of his last 14. And he takes a fastball that dips to the bottom of the zone. 0-1 the count on David. Bouncing ball on an off-speed pitch. Cody Ransom. Cap bill high. Shoots it on across. Swinging the bats early, these St. Louis Cardinals. A triple and a homer. Time to go to work for Jake Westbrook. With work to do, they climbed back out of the hole they were in yesterday, only to lose the score late. But the Diamondbacks trail it 2-0. Kirk Gibson chatting with him. Gibson starting lineup in support of Ian Kennedy. Has Gerardo Parra good in his last couple of weeks. Lineup's brought to you by Mazda, by the way. Aaron Hill, Justin Upton, got to get him going. Miguel Montero, Paul Goldschmidt. It's Jason Kubel, Cody Ransom, John McDonald, and Ian Kennedy. I'll tell you more about Jake Westbrook, but first he deals his first pitch here in the bottom half of inning number 1 to Parra. It's a changeup that sails out of there with a little bit of run on it. Numbers on the year, best start of his career.
Westbrook, a very good sinker baller. How about an interesting choice of pitches right out of the gate? He threw a changeup.
A little flutter out of the zone.
Yeah, interesting, but he's 2-0 here on Parra.
On the outside corner, he darts it.
See that good movement there on the Westbrook sinker.
.323 on base percentage for Parra. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. He's been one of the answers at leadoff. There have been a lot of questions about top of the order, but he's 9 of 27 as a leadoff hitter. That one rolled out towards short. Descalso fires it on in time for the out. So that one is put away by Daniel Descalso. Let's take a look at the entire defense with Holiday, Jay Beltran in the outfield. Freeze, Descalso, Schumacher, and Craig on the infield. Yadier Molina catches Jake Westbrook. Good enough defender, Matt Holiday, as that one is a strike right down the middle to Aaron Hill. Rafael Furcal given the day off today with Descalso out there. He's got the glove on. He's treating it, it looks like, as a true day off.
Why wouldn't you? When you get to be his age, been around a long time, enjoy those days off. Make them true days off.
He was saying before the game when some folks were chatting that he doesn't fight it anymore. He always used to go and why? Talk to his manager. Now he just says, all right, I'll take it. It's past the man who replaces him in Descalso. Aaron Hill with the base hit. And a good step for Aaron. He was just 4 for 25 to start off May.
You're going to see a lot of that, a lot of ground balls. When Jake Westbrook is out there, that time it just eluded the shortstop, Descalso. And Justin Upton, more and more Diamondback fans' eyes are going to be on Justin. Don't you think?
Yes.
Just so badly want him to heat up.
I think baseball's eyes and fans across the country, you're a top 5 MVP vote getter. You've garnered attention nationwide. Fouls that one off at the plate.
It's his pitches like that Justin rarely misses. I mean, a first pitch fastball right down the middle, belt high. And he just didn't do anything with it. And that's when you know you're struggling, when you miss those pitches right there. I mean, that is just, guys with his talent don't miss those.
Hitless in 3 tries last night with a couple of strikeouts. Batted second last night for Kirk Gibson. And by the way, we've got a reason to celebrate for Kirk Gibson.
Why's that?
It's a special day for the skipper. He has finally, 31 lineups in, repeated a starting lineup, minus the pitcher spot. This is the first time he has duplicated the same first 8.
No, I guess congratulations are in order.
That was a win on April 22nd, by the way.
A bouncing baby new lineup.
That one is low and outside, 1-1 the count. You found it interesting. Look, Gibson trying to battle through injuries and struggling offenses. He was the only manager of about a week ago that had not repeated a lineup, and he kept it going. 30 games, all different.
It's hard to do.
And now he's finally repeated one. Called a ball inside. 2-1 the count. We were hoping maybe to get an ice cream partnership if he would have just had 31 different lineups.
You know what? That's good thinking on your part.
But that's why we just love Cold Stone.
And, clean-shaven Gibby. That wasn't the case last night. He had a lot of stubble going, so I would imagine lots of people searching for answers, trying to change their luck when you're struggling as a club.
Upton fouls that breaking ball back. Well, our key to the game is brought to you by our good friends and partners with Kia Motors. A very youthful-looking Kirk Gibson. There it is, 30 flavors.
I like it.
So let's hope repeating one of the 30 for the first time turns out to be the right mix. Kind of a butter pecan night, if you will. 2-2 the count. That pitch is low. I'll tell you this, fans. They're really tired of the rocky road.
Very good.
I mean, they are.
You're on fire tonight, partner.
Can't take credit for that one. Won't give credit to where it came from, though. 3-2 the count. All right, he's worked it full. A little topper, right back to the mound. There's one. There's one. Did they get one? They say he was taking it out of his glove. So Upton right back to the box. Hill is erased. Schumacher pulling it out of his glove.
And I think going in hard was Hill. You see Justin just a little dribbler back to the mound. Watch Hill going very hard.
Well, he wasn't taking it. He never caught that baseball. Did he? Or did
it looked like he was making the exchange. Yeah, I think they made the right call.
All right,
there.
let's see it again. I think you're right
I
now.
think he catches
on another
it cleanly,
angle.
and then now
no, you're right.
the exchange.
I didn't see it correctly the first time. And a nice job.
Mike Everett out there. He did make the right call. I apologize for my partner, Mike. But hang in there with him. Big swing from Miguel Montero, trying to tie things up.
Montero in batting practice doesn't try to, quote unquote, put on a show, but the swings for the microwave during the ball game, they're a little hotter,
they're firm.
if you will. Yes.
They're very firm. It doesn't look like he's trying to go the other way with these swings. He's airing it out.
Time is called. Tired of waiting. Westbrook, last time out at Pittsburgh, pitched into the 7th inning, gave up 4 runs though in a 6-3 loss to the Pirates. Molina wants it in. He missed outside. 1-1 the count on Miguel Montero. Here's what we can tell you big picture about Montero. Had a couple of hits in a single inning last night. And he's got 15 hits in his last 12 starts, so that's a 341 clip. Up and away.
And the only reason I think that one was called a ball there by home plate umpire Tim Welke was because Yadier Molina was set inside and he threw it what looked to be could have been called a strike, don't you think? But because he had to reach so far for it, I think the umpire must have thought, well, it's got to be a ball because he missed so badly from where he wanted to throw it. Does that make sense?
Sure. He's down there with Molina now, and that one is a take. He's worked it to a 3-1 count. Well, he truly is the definition of a deceptive pitcher. He wants you taking all the strikes and swinging at the balls. He starts it in the zone, then it disappears.
Right. That was a good changeup that Montero was able to lay off. Should get a fastball here. Let's see if he can do some damage.
That's a late call of a strike. 3-2 the count.
Perfect pitch. Montero thinks it might be down. As you can see, perfect pitch.
Runner goes 3-2, hanging around with a foul ball. So we'll do it again. These are the pitchers when Montero is really where he wants to be, and the numbers tell us he's doing good work, that he drives hard out in the left center field. Sinker down and away, ball crushed left center field.
That's when he's right. You're exactly right. Yadier Molina calls timeout.
To counteract that, let's see if Molina tries to pitch in.
Well, that's the book on Miguel. They try to get inside on him. But they're going to go away this time.
Runner goes, ball 4, he takes. A 3-2 changeup? Was that a changeup?
Yes, it was.
Wow.
And Darren, the inability of Daniel Descalso to turn that double play on the comebacker off the bat of Justin Upton. Not only does it give Goldschmidt a chance to do more damage here, but it's also gotten his pitcher, Jake Westbrook, up to 22 pitches already into this inning.
Ball to the right side. Into the seats it goes for Goldschmidt. 232, 1 home run. It was in his first at bat of the season. 13 RBIs.
Yep. I'm about ready for another Paul Goldschmidt homer. What about you?
Well, let's hope so.
I'm ready. That's all.
I'm completely ready. You can see 81 at bats since. Willie Bloomquist, a few more than that, but Willie's not a guy that hit homer after homer and had everybody talking about him coming to the big leagues. A different kind of player, Willie Bloomquist. Topper out towards short. Charging it, throwing on the run in time for the out. Descalso. Literally, Flavor 31 is a repeat, and you're trying to avoid, as we said, that rocky road. Let's smooth it out, boys. Find some asphalt somewhere. Gracie and I, Mark McClune, glad to have you with us. St. Louis Cardinals doing big work in their last 5 games at Chase.
Golly. Tough to beat.
Tough to beat. You have to outslug them is the hard part. And playing hot baseball to start the season. They were hot to end the season as the world champions. As Molina rolls that one foul. And we'll try and show you the video here a little bit later, but the Cardinals here at Chase are in 5 games about as good as Josh Hamilton is in 1 game.
What's going on?
He homered 4 times tonight in a 5-for-5 effort.
Josh Hamilton did? 5 for 5 with 4 long balls?
That's exactly right.
How many RBIs?
He drove in 8. Texas won that game 10-3 over Baltimore. That pitch is high. 1-2 the count. Josh Hamilton, folks, now has 14, and you were saying this in the break, Gracie, 14 home runs and 36 runs batted in.
36.
36 RBIs. Belted. Deep left field. Did he keep it fair, though? That's foul.
Oh. Somebody going to have to move.
Make them move their feet a little bit. Well, big swings the last couple of nights. The 1-2. Good pitch in on the hands.
That was very well done there by Kennedy. Run it in there under his thumbs and did a little weak pop-up.
That's as good as making somebody move their feet. You make a pitch right and get a swing at that.
Second baseman, number 65, Skip Schumacher.
Right under his thumbs, and he just can't get to it. Quality pitch.
Skip Schumacher takes a strike over the outside from Ian. Cody Ransom is even with the bag at third, just in case. And Schumacher in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Now, our trivia question is brought to you by AT&T with Josh Hamilton's 4 home runs tonight. Who were the last big leaguers to hit 4 in a game? Last big leaguers to hit 4 in a game. As that one is
I think I know one of them. Mike Cameron.
Well done by you.
When he was with Seattle. He did it against the Chicago White Sox. I remember.
Belted on a line into the corner. It rings around. Upton to play it. And Justin fires it back in. That is a double for Schumacher, his 2nd double on the year.
My goodness. I mean, bullet after bullet. These bats are making sounds. Wham! Very comfortable swings. I mean, these are little bitty guys hitting balls, leaving vapor trails.
They still wanted to wear their Cardinals jerseys.
Well, they can. You still see like Johnson jerseys here and
sure
Brandon Webb jerseys, and
they just didn't want to represent the name, I guess.
They're mad at him.
I guess so. I don't think they should be mad.
Yeah, I mean, you see Musial jerseys. Yeah, it's okay. They seem to be doing just fine. There's always Gonzo jerseys. We miss you, Gonzo. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Well, it's a rare treat. He's coming by. He's going to sit up here in the booth. A rare treat. Gonzo will visit us tomorrow. The 1-1. Good fastball. Kennedy gets a chase high. 1-2 the count. Yeah, doing some voting, doing some all-star voting. You can do that online. Visit dbacks.com, MLB.com. You can vote for your favorite all-star. Kansas City hosting this year. Into the catcher's mitt. Kennedy going all fastballs to put him away in a great sequence. Now he has Westbrook.
He just blew Descalso's doors off with 3 fastballs. As you said, he elevates one at the top of the strike zone and right by him.
That pitch is a strike. Oh, 0-1 the count. Kennedy runs that one in there. 1-1 the count on Westbrook. Jake, pretty good hitter. 2 of 11 this year.
Swung it pretty well in the past, though, hadn't he?
Yeah, he has in the past. 16 hits in his career. He's got a homer on his resume. Into the dirt it goes from Ian. 2-1 the count. An off day on Thursday for Arizona. They wrap this series up tomorrow against St. Louis. Wade Miley, Kyle Loesch, of course, will have it for you. Excited to see him get back out there. We've been watching these Cardinals the last couple of days.
3-1 now on the pitcher.
With John Jay waiting on deck, hitting close to 390. See if Ian can get it right back on track.
It would certainly behoove Ian to find a way here. Ball 4. Mercy.
All right, so in front of John Jay, Kennedy with a walk. Ian's done a fine job with runners in scoring position. Charles Nagy knows that his pitcher wiggles off the hook very efficiently. With 2 outs and runners in scoring position for Kennedy. That number really low. It's 3 of 20. Kennedy's been good in tough situations for about a year and a half, as he is visited by Miguel Montero. You can see the ranks, National League starts and wins and winning percentage. There's that coup de grace there, the Houdini stat.
Really good.
A lot of room in right center field for Jay.
Good pitch there, right under the hands of John Jay, and right off the label, he beat him. 1-1.
That nicked him. Now he's really created a jam. This is in front of Carlos Beltran. You have a double. You have a walk to the pitcher, a hit batter in Jay, trying to come back inside. And Beltran now, who hit a 2-run homer. Nowhere to put him. 2 outs.
Yeah, that's got to be a bad feeling if you're Ian Kennedy. You walk the pitcher, then you hit the leadoff man to load him up to a guy that just hit a tape measure home run off you about 15 minutes ago.
1-0 the count from the right arm of Kennedy. As he works here in the second inning, he is now at 36 pitches.
Good
on the
fastball
corner.
there.
This was in the first inning.
Well, the longer home runs you'll see to right field here.
Inside, 2-1 the count. Pulled a fastball with him. Yeah, with 1 bounce, it was in the concourse.
We saw Brandon Allen hit a really long one here last year or 2 years ago. That one was right there with it.
Belting. Deep right center field. Toward the gap it goes. It's a grand slam. The 10th career grand slam for Carlos Beltran. The Cardinals lead it now by a score of 6-0 over the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Carlos Beltran well on his way to having a Josh Hamilton evening. 2 home runs, 6 RBIs.
The home run line is on again.
Yeah, Ian got to be kicking himself for walking Jake Westbrook, the pitcher, with 2 outs. Just giving this red-hot swinging team extra opportunities. Boy, Carlos Beltran. And these Cardinals can just flat out mash the baseball.
Holiday with a big swing, pops it up. The Cardinals lead the Diamondbacks by a score of 6-0. All 6 RBIs belong to this man. Beltran, what a series to this point. A guy who the Giants went and acquired last year, a guy who is finding those legs to be healthy. He really battled them in New York. And for Carlos Beltran, that's 312 career home runs and getting close to 1,200 RBIs
what,
now.
He's gonna make a lot of people think about. I don't know if he's a Cooperstown worthy guy right now, but he's going to be. He's still got a lot of baseball left in him. You have to put him in the conversation of great switch hitters.
Hit hard. The Diamondbacks are trying to climb out of a hole again tonight. It's a base hit from Jason Kubel. Home runs have been the order of business, though, including one by this man. Here it is last night. Well, you see where it lands. Looks like it's in somebody's salad up there. Up there is where Mark McClune is. And as we always like to say, Big Mac, where are you at?
Well, an estimated 452 feet from home plate. This is exactly the spot where Cody Ransom's home run landed last night. The 12th longest this season in Major League Baseball, according to HitTracker.com. Now, I asked Cody before the game in the clubhouse if he always had this Friday's front row power, and he laughed and took a second to reflect and told me when he got his driver's license, he was 5'5", 125 pounds. He was 4th in the state of Arizona at Chandler High School in hitting his senior season in 1993, and he had 1 extra base hit, and that was a double. He didn't hit his first home run until his first season at South Mountain Community College, but I guess your typical late bloomer is Cody Ransom has found a home with his hometown team.
That's great, Mark. Thank you
Good
so
stuff.
much. How about that research?
And here in the state of Arizona, he's probably still got that driver's license. It's probably still good. Anytime he has to show his ID, it says 5'5", 125 pounds. No, that's not. No, it's just my Arizona driver's license back when I was 16. And he can still use that for about 15 more years, I think.
Oh my goodness. Ransom swings through a breaking ball, and right over the top of it he goes. So Cody is done. He goes down on strikes after the Kubel single. Cody can battle the strikeout as well. He's got 13 strikeouts to go along with those 12 RBIs. But you know what? It's been enjoyable to see what he's been able to do. Just like it's been fun to watch this man, Johnny Mack, play shortstop and, dare I say, hit. I never known for his hitting.
So far he hasn't, but this year he's added a little twist to his game, and that is being a threat at the plate. What? Diamondbacks need about 8 guys to be a threat at the plate tonight. Through 2 innings, all St. Louis and all Carlos Beltran.
How we looking?
Not too bueno.
The 0-1. Bouncing ball. It's a foul ball every time a Diamondback player hits a homer. Fulton Holmes writes a check for $150 to the Central Arizona Mountain Rescue Association. We like to call it a Fulton Holmes home. The 37-year-old, 10 of his last 21. He's just trying to keep that double play in order. That's all he is doing. As Kubel's not going anywhere. Change up, solid take as that one misses low to John. And 1-2 is the count. Cardinals with 5 home runs last night. 2 more home runs tonight. Both of them Carlos Beltran. Breaking ball off the plate.
Somehow, some way, John McDonald was able to lay off that one. That was a tough pitch.
Arizona opened the year 4-0 at home. They were hitting homers. They were slugging the baseball. As that one is rolled up the third base line. And Matty makes someone happy. Youngster. But unlike that happy young man here at Chase Field, Arizona in their next 10 games at home, it's been a tough go of it. 2-8. The offense totally different for the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, that was 2 months worth of losses last year, it seemed, here at home.
Outside.
3-2.
If he's anything, he's a nibbler. He's tried to get Diamondbacks hitters to fish in and out, in and out. 34-year-old Georgian native. Deals it in on the hand.
McDonald making him work, though. Continuing to fight balls off, fight balls off.
What a difference a year makes. This is a pitcher Diamondbacks saw pitching out of the bullpen last year. Rolled out to short. He was hoping to get it. Did he get it? Oh, you betcha. Twin killing. A double play. McDonald looks like he's come up short of the bag.
He may have hurt himself.
Let's hope he's all right. We'll keep an eye on it. Local retailers and text road trip to the Miller Taste team at 620. It's your chance to win one of 3 interdivision rival flyaway trips this summer. John McDonald didn't look right because John McDonald would never stop short of a bag in what was a double play. Also, John out there getting a lot of starts. He's going to try not to let anybody know about it.
Just out of his character to not run out a double play ball.
Been a discussion, the training staff with manager Kirk Gibson, and again, he's smart enough to know he's been around for more than a decade. You don't want to come out of the starting lineup. It's rare that he gets a lot of starts. That pitch is inside. 2-1 the count. Yeah, PJ and Matt Williams, Kirk Gibson continue the discussion. Outside, and he did not go around. 3-1 the count.
This is what we're talking about, folks. Plays off to races now. Boy, Ian Kennedy really scuffling.
Third baseman David Freese.
After a short outing last night by Joe Saunders, bullpen had to log a lot of innings last night. And Ian Kennedy trying to right the ship here. I would imagine Josh Colmenter probably going to be the guy that's called here if things don't turn around here shortly.
0-1 the count to David Freese. Inside, 1-1 the count. David grounded out to third back in the first inning. Ian had 2 starts against the Cardinals last year, the only 2 of his career. Polar opposite outings. That changeup misses outside. In July, Ian went 6, gave up 3, beat the Cardinals. In April, he went 3, gave up 9, and lost 15-5 to Jake Westbrook and the Cardinals a season ago. Westbrook didn't pitch well either. He gave up 5 runs. Our Geico quote of the game, we rolled it out this evening. Focuses on Joe Saunders. Had a tough night last night. Left some balls up, and I paid for it. 6 words. Plain and simple. Didn't have it.
What are the other 2?
Let's see. Left some balls up. Paid for it. That's 7.
Oh, I thought left some balls up. Okay, that's 4. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's okay.
Yeah, he's forthright and honest about it.
Absolutely. Just the math doesn't quite add up. That's okay.
We get what he's saying. Came with an ERA in the 1s.
Good pitch there. 0-2.
Now 6 words is plain and simple. Didn't have it. Plain and simple 3. Didn't have it 3. So that's 6. Maybe that's what it was.
I'm with him.
To the right side. Upton skates over. Justin is there to make the play for the out. Had Molina diving down and out of the zone. And Yadier Molina.
Second baseman Skip Schumacher.
Here's Skip Schumacher. 300 hitter for a couple of seasons back in 08 and 09, and he was playing every day, 150 plus games in both seasons. This young man hit 302 and 303. Thought about it. So he can be introduced at a banquet forever and ever as a man who once hit 300 in the major leagues.
Doggone right.
Big difference in 302 and 299, isn't there? The 1-1. Into right field. Here comes Justin Upton charging. He'll play it on a hop. His throw goes to third, and with the slide, safe. Skip Schumacher's got a double tonight. Now he has a single for the Cardinals with 2 outs. There are runners on first and third.
Off the end of the bat, a change up. Justin playing very deep out there in right field, so he'll have to play it on a hop.
So now Daniel Descalso. Big swing, and he fouls off a Kennedy fastball. 0-1 the count.
And Kennedy blew away Descalso with fastballs his first time up. Stayed right with the hard stuff there and got ahead 0-1.
Bay Area guy, Descalso. Played his college baseball at UC Davis. As that one is high. 1-1 the count. And still makes his home in San Francisco. What's UC Davis? Is that the Aggies?
I believe it is.
Uh-huh. That pitch is high. 2-1 the count.
They ought to be the UC Davis smart kids.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of them there.
Two and one the count.
Yes, right by him again.
Now going back to what you talked about, and especially in that location from Kennedy. Ian has struck out just one, and it's this man. Descalso made the most of his 3 at-bats in the World Series last year. He was 2 for 3. Also had a sacrifice, part of a World Series title. Pitch is high, 3-2 the count.
It's just a real struggle for Ian out there through 2 2/3. He's already thrown 60 pitches. He's had trouble getting that third out. Real trouble.
Swing and a miss. He got it.
The fastball.
Then an effort from Kennedy. He's got 2 strikeouts, both Descalso, but he and the Diamondbacks trail it in the desert 6-0. to Miller time later in today's game. It's brought to you by Miller Lite.
For the D-backs, pitcher number 31, Ian Kennedy.
Ian Kennedy gets to go to work for the first time tonight. Gets to take a whack at a baseball. Ian hitless in 10 at bats this year. Funny little spin on the numbers. He has walked 4 times. Oh, the Cardinals have just been slugging machines in this series.
Oh, goodness. Those bats have been making loud sounds.
Ian. Descalso throw a little bit high, but easy play for Craig. CenturyLink high-speed internet, high-speed pitch.
Center fielder.
Just going to go with the regular graphic today. Jake Westbrook at 92 miles an hour. Ian Kennedy at 91.
No headshots, huh?
The headshots last night. We'll call this turn back the clock night.
I like it.
Here's Gerardo Parra. Parra has proven plain and simple in it. You never want it to take an injury, but is just more comfortable, like almost every big league player that's ever played, playing every day.
Well, sure.
I mean, since he moved into a daily assignment, that one is in. In his last 16 games, he's got 18 hits. He has 10 RBIs. That's a 310 with a 359 on base.
And the Diamondbacks here with 7 innings to play, once again find themselves playing catch up, and that means trying to find base runners. Is out with Scott to left.
Holiday into the corner makes the play, and a nice play by Matt Holliday. Well, they trailed last night 7-0.
Yes, they did.
And in the 6th, managed to plate 6 runs. But right back with 2 more long balls, the Cardinals stormed, and kind of a blow right back. I think the Diamondbacks couldn't get up after that. Aaron Hill. Off balance throw, and Craig cannot dig it out.
I would imagine that's going to have to go as an error on David Freese. And they gave it a base hit.
Right field, Justin Upton.
I'll say that again. They gave that a base hit.
And Freese played it off balance, threw it off balance, but it was an easy bell tie chance on a ground ball.
Yeah, he didn't need to throw it off balance.
No, he didn't at all. So some generous scorekeeping there.
Well, let's see if Justin can make that hurt. Any mistake to the Cardinals have made Diamondback pitchers pay. Swung at a ball in the dirt.
Oh, 0-1 the count on Upton. Went around on that one as well.
He sure did.
Back-to-back sliders.
I mean, neither of these sliders anywhere near the plate. And Justin, for some reason, is just committed.
He's had 2 strikes on him in 63 of his 106 plate appearances. And he goes down on strikes. 6-0 as we move into, for the Cardinals in their offense, the top half of inning number 4. Come on, Westy, they holler out of that dugout for Jake Westbrook, their pitcher. And the first pitch from Kennedy right there. Fastball at 86 miles an hour. 0-1 the count. Ransom looks it right into his glove, and Cody. Nice throw on across the diamond. Gracie, talk about location here.
Well, these are the pitches that the Cardinals are hammering. My goodness, location, belt tie right down the middle. Again, middle of the plate, way out of here. Middle of the plate, belt tie, way out of here. Tonight, oh dear. Starting to see a theme here, folks. These Cardinals can hit pitches in the middle of the plate. And they can scream and holler in their dugout when they do. As well they should. So needless to say, what moral of the story is, try to stay out of the middle of the plate, belt high against these Cardinals.
High fly ball into center field. John Jay is erased. So a couple of outs in the inning. Ian would love to have a quiet inning. Pitch count is at 65. He has not had a 1-2-3 frame, nothing resembling it, I should say. Beltran, our APS Energy All-Star, as he takes a pitch, it's a strike at the knees. He's got a pair of long balls. He's got 6 RBIs. Pitches up and in. The 6 RBIs match a career high. Coming into this season, that is to say, he had 7 earlier this season. So
a little payback for Kennedy, but right now the Cardinals are still laughing last and laughing the loudest.
Roberts cool play. Chaz Roberts air conditioning taking due to see Josh Hamilton in Baltimore with not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 home runs on the contest in Baltimore. Our Chaz Roberts air conditioning. Cool play.
It's pretty amazing. All right. See if the Diamondbacks can get something going against Jake Westbrook. 3 hits so far for the Diamondbacks starting the 4th inning. Miguel Montero drew a walk his first time up.
I mean, you've got 18 outs to play with.
A lot of ball game left. But you gotta pick away here, pick away there. You can't expect to go out and have 6-run innings like you did last night.
Over the outside corner to Miguel Montero. Montero fouls it off. 1-2 the count. Starting pitching for the Cardinals, 2.95 is the ERA. And that's on the season. Washington and the Dodgers, the two teams that are better. There are other positive numbers as well for St. Louis in that starting rotation. Into the dirt it goes. 2-2 the count on Montero. Keep the bases clean. You can see that. The base runners per 9 innings. The ERA low. The wins certainly. And to have that many decisions, that means you're pitching deeper into games. Inside. 3-2 the count. Lance Lynn was interesting last night. He was far from on his game, but you could see why.
5 shutout innings, yeah.
You could see why there's big stuff ahead for this young man. Miguel Montero to short. On a backhand, long throw, and in time for the out. Descalso with the play. So let's answer our trivia question. Earlier we were talking about the 4-homer game.
So Mike Cameron, Mark Whitten.
Mark hard-hitting Whitten.
Yeah, Mark Whitten and Dave Kingman or Mike Schmidt. Nope, forgot about Sean Green. Carlos Delgado.
The Sean Green game, was that at Miller Park?
That was at Miller Park, yeah, that's right.
A day game at Miller Park against the Brewers. Paul Goldschmidt, fly ball center field. 2 outs in the inning. So Paul is 0 for 2. He came in 9 of his last 28, so starting to hit a little bit more.
Been fighting a head cold.
That kept him out of the lineup last night. Was able to pinch hit, struck out. Here's Jason Kubel. Not a good crowd tonight for a weeknight, and been dying for something to cheer about, haven't they?
Haven't had much to cheer about. 1 inning out of the 13, they've had something to cheer about. The other 12 innings has been nothing but zeros. Hey. Give that young man, yeah, come on, these long faces need something to smile about. Maybe something to make some noise about.
Well, they're having a good time. They're enjoying
sure.
the food. But you like to cheer.
Yeah. Get out of your seat, you know.
Pitch is high. 3-1 the count. The Shark Cat there to the right there. That's a Roger Bernardina fan.
Oh, the Shark.
Big fan. That gentleman must be from good to have him out from Washington, D.C. visiting. Probably out on a business trip. Had a chance to sneak away to the ball game tonight. Welcome to Arizona, sir.
That's ball 4 to Kubel. All right, meet Ryan Roberts and get an official Tatman t-shirt and tattoo sleeve with your ticket to the D-backs tweet up this Saturday. If you're not on Twitter, don't worry. You can still take part in this exclusive Q&A session before the game. Call now, 602-514-8400. Log on to dbacks.com/tweetup or follow at D-backs or follow at D-backs on Twitter. Or follow at D-backs on Twitter. That was a scuffle. At D-backs on Twitter. Okay. Can you tell I'm not on Twitter?
2-0 the count. We are on Twitter collectively. Just kind of a casual.
And I appreciate you. Appreciate everything you do for me.
I
Derek.
understand that.
There you go. Yeah, follow us, folks.
You going to the tweet up? Saturday.
No. You?
I'll be out of town. 2-0 the count.
But I am
2-1 the count.
looking forward to getting my Tatman T-shirt and tattoo sleeve, though. That'll be big league.
Well, you're not getting it if you're not going.
Well, I have to go?
Oh, they don't just run things by because you
sure
had like
they do.
2,500 hits. Three and one the count to Cody Ransom.
I think I've earned a tattoo sleeve.
If he walks him, do you want to give that read another try?
Yes.
You feeling good about
Yes.
yourself? All right. The 3-1. Did he go around?
He chased it.
3-2 the count.
Ball dives down and out of the zone. Cody just couldn't check it up.
Three and two, the count. Runner will be off. Runner goes, swing and a miss. That's strike three. Ransom fires that bat away. Helmet is gone as well.
Now Jack in the Box, you can try the new Chipotle Chicken Club Combo. It's only $4.99 plus tax. AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible.
I love this. Ian Kennedy has been standing there for 20 seconds ready to go. And it's not his night. It's been a bad night for Ian Kennedy, but he did his warm-up tosses and stood there as we see. Let's go to battle. In that pose. One thing we know about Ian, and I'm sure Mike Matheny, the manager of the Cardinals, appreciates it. I'm sure he would have loved it when he was a catcher if he would have caught Ian. The way Matheny went about his business, good or bad nights, was very businesslike. And he was a battler like Kennedy is. Not at all for walking around and having a woe is me attitude, Ian Kennedy.
Well, what he's got to do now is throw up a couple more zeros, try to save his bullpen. His bullpen was taxed last night, and he is starting to piece it together. He's thrown 2 shutout innings straight, and he strikes out Holiday here to start the 5th.
He was ready to go to work, and he backed it up by a nice attack on Holiday. Strike three, a fabulous pitch. As he freezes him and knee high to Holiday. So now Alan Craig. It's funny with Matheny. There's always conversation about replacing the guy who replaces the guy, the legendary manager, the longtime second baseman. Change of pace, good 1-0 pitch. Seems to be taking it all in stride just fine.
Well, it helps when your players go out and just crush the baseball in the first month of the season, too.
Did you respect him as an opponent?
Oh, absolutely. Mike Matheny.
Hit on the line. You know what? Let's listen to Mike Matheny before the contest. He talked about that concept of filling the shoes and said, we don't really always have to talk about that.
Tony's one of those I'm very grateful for, but to try and be him, and that's one of the first things that he would say to you too, is it's just not, it's not right, and the guys will sniff that out, and it's not good for us and what our goal is, which is winning.
And Tony was here. He was a legend. Now he's gone. And Tony is who he is, and I am who I am. Sounds pretty businesslike to me.
And that's the way he was as a player. He was tough. It was all about winning and giving 100% and caring about the team first and yourself later. I don't think they could have found a better replacement for Tony La Russa than Mike Matheny.
Two and one the count to David Freese. The 2-1. Right there. It's like he's taken that square peg and locked it back into the square hole. You know, having hitters uncomfortable, having them looking for one pitch and getting another. Down the line it goes, and that's a good example. He had no chance of keeping that fair. Kennedy started the inning peering over his glove like a statue, waiting to go to work like he is now. Changeup is low, 3-2 the count. Foul balls have been fun in the seats tonight, so you get a foul ball. Hey, that's good. No, you take it. No, you take it. Seriously. No, you need it more than me. How about the little kid? We don't need it. You can have it.
That's awesome. What a nice man. Gas.
He started that inning ready to go to work. On the mound, peering over his glove, his best inning of the night. Generous of Ian Kennedy, generous of that man. face John McDonald. Ian Kennedy is due up on deck, and then back to the top of the order. Trying to get something going, anything going. We're talking between innings, by the way, about the generosity of those gentlemen down the line. They a souvenir they could set on their dresser or tell their buddies about. Maybe take to the office, sit it on your desk.
Yeah. Got a foul ball at the ball game.
But instead, they shared it. Now that young man has a story for age.
Sure.
He's come over. Now, they have the story about getting the ball. That's even better. Because that story by tomorrow will be 10 times better than it is right now.
No question.
That young man has his souvenir. Is that one is inside? So, because of the generosity, Gracie.
Of this man right there?
Yep.
Okay.
That's a contract. He gets a contract.
No question. He deserves one.
4 free tickets to an upcoming Diamondbacks game. A big discount in the team store. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. We'll get down there. We'll do our best to get to the bottom of the story. We'll deliver the contract. That's great stuff. Bring your glove to the ballpark. Make a good play, get a contract, or show some good human nature. That one is outside. 3-2 the count.
Yeah, just be nice. Be nice to people. Right?
It's not that hard. 7 3-ball counts for Westbrook. 7. McDonald, it's a high fly ball into center. Beltran is there. He puts it away. John McDonald, a ground out to short and a fly out to center. So our Nissan text poll reads, who will give the Diamondbacks the biggest boost when they return? A, Stephen Drew. There's Chris Young. He's C. Or right before that, Daniel Hudson. He's B. A, Drew. B, Hudson. C, Young. 36929. Or D, the New York Mets.
The New York Mets. For all our friends over at Deadspin. We haven't forgotten about you out there either, Jeff Blum. We haven't forgotten about you.
E, Jeff Blum. F, Takashi Saito.
Ah.
And there we go. Stephen Drew today. 5 innings in an extended rehab. He had a couple of hits. Ran out
news.
a triple.
Very good news. Well, he was a triples machine when he was healthy.
Kennedy goes down on strikes. Mark McClune, do you have our fan down there?
Good.
Yeah, I do with our play of the game. And sir, can you tell us your name?
Barry.
Barry, and this is young Max, is that right?
Yep, that's
all right. So what prompted you to make our play of the game and give the young man a foul ball?
Well, man, he was going for it. It actually bounced over here, and he deserved it all.
That was some good old-fashioned Southern hospitality. You're actually an out-of-towner but enjoying the game tonight.
That's right, from Memphis.
How about we bring you back to the game and give you a contract?
Sounds awesome.
And Max, where's the ball? Do you have the ball with you? What did you think when he gave you the ball?
Well, I didn't think he would give it to me because it actually hit off the guy sitting in front of me, his watch, and bounced to him. And then, so I thought he was going to keep it, but I didn't. My dad thought I didn't deserve the ball.
You deserved it, man. You definitely deserved it.
Well, you're in town from Memphis, so we want to bring you back. We know that Memphis is home to a minor league affiliate for the St. Louis Cardinals, but are you rooting for the D-backs now that you officially have a contract?
Oh, we're running for the D-backs all the way, man.
All right. Appreciate it, guys. Back up to the booth.
Mark, we'll make sure we get that down to you, and you can
Good
get
stuff,
it to him.
Mac.
And we appreciate that, Mark McClune. Southern hospitality being shared here in Arizona. We like it. Mark McClune up there on Fridays, down there with our friends from Memphis.
His legs are going to be in shape.
1-2 the count on Gerardo Parra. Into the dirt it goes. 2-2 the count. All right. So maybe put on a rally cap at home. You might want to do that. I know it's early.
You want the 2-out rally cap.
Anything at this point. Just keep it on. Oh, my.
Boy. Westbrook and the Cardinals got the Diamondbacks to a man. Slamming helmets, slamming bats.
Goodness. by Nissan. Big tent, tremendous savings at Nissan's National Tent Event. Visit ChooseNissan.com or your local dealer today. Hey, Ian Kennedy, a man of action the last couple of innings. He wishes it would have started earlier for him. A frustrating beginning to this game. But Kennedy has really been determined, focused. He's been pitching like we're used to, having hitters uncomfortable. Not spiking helmets and bats at home plate yet, but uncomfortable. You know, the funny thing about the frustrations tonight against Westbrook, folks, and Gracie as well, is it's guys that you don't see show emotion quite as much when they come up short. And this is a game of failure, let's be honest. But Ransom firing a bat a long way. Gerardo Parra doesn't show it a lot. Right at home plate.
Well, I think to a man, they're all tired of losing. They come back from a long road trip. You fall behind by 7 last night early. Go on to lose. You fall behind by 6 tonight early. And you're running out of innings. Silver lining in this, the glass half full. You're kind of proud of what Ian Kennedy's been doing after getting hit so hard in the first 2 innings. He's piecing together some much needed innings. Now, mind you, it's still 6-0, but he's giving much needed innings to a beleaguered bullpen right now.
That's your key. That's the key. What Gracie's talking about, those guys, that's your key. That's the focus. And for Ian, that's being a good teammate.
Exactly.
Curveball hit hard, but right to the second baseman. Skipper Kirk Gibson's been through it before as a player, as a coach, as a manager. He has advice for his teammates and himself on how to work through this.
You can't start feeling sorry for yourself because we haven't been successful as we want to be. There's a lot of good things out there. We're not far away. What's changed? We lost 3 in a row. That changes anything? No, it doesn't. It can't change. For us, that's the way we have to. That's one of the ways that you work your way through it. Got to keep it in perspective.
He's got a way about him that has a calming influence in that room, but that doesn't mean the guys aren't feeling the pressure, as you said. He tries to take most of the pressure for him, but he's still not out there playing.
I mean, he was a grinder as a player, but he was one of those guys, the harder he grinded, the better he was. And not everybody was wound that way, though. There was no way that Kirk Gibson could try too hard. You know what I mean? He just couldn't. But there are some guys on this ball club that I think have gotten themselves in trouble because, well, they're trying too hard. Another quick inning here from Ian Kennedy.
Last 4 innings, just 1 hit, no runs allowed for Ian. tools of the trade, and it's been the work tonight of Jake Westbrook. His specialty is the ground ball. Well, the strikeout has been part of it too. 7 ground ball outs, 5 strikeouts, just 3 outs in the air.
Well, it's been documented for years that Diamondbacks can strike out. I mean, yes, it has improved the last couple of years. Obviously, the removal of Mark Reynolds from the ball club for David Hernandez certainly has a lot to do with that. It's about 200 less a year. Mark Reynolds hit a long home run today, I saw.
Yeah, he can still hit some home runs. Let's not kid ourselves.
Really far ones.
The 1-1. Bouncing ball. Anytime the Diamondbacks score 6 runs or more, Taco Bell gives away 3 free tacos with a large drink purchase the following day. So the Diamondbacks, and it's not the case with this at bat, but they have had 16 3-ball counts, courtesy Lynn and Westbrook, in the last 2 nights. 16. 9 of those 16 have ended up as outs.
Man.
Now they have walked 6 times, and they have just 1 hit in those 3-ball counts.
Interesting.
High chopper, charging, fielding, firing, and a base runner for Aaron Hill.
Aaron Hill now 3 for 3. He's got 3 of the 4 hits for the Diamondbacks. 2 of them of the infield variety. Descalso does all he can. He gets it over, and Craig can't come up with the short hop. A 3-hit night.
Gibby moved down to the other end of the dugout.
Oh yeah, he's trying to change the luck.
Up.
Yeah.
Here's Justin Upton. The MVP candidate takes strike 1, and he's kind of been in that 2-strike hole several times already tonight. The league average hitter has 2 strikes on him half the time. Justin this year, it's been 6 out of every 10 plate appearances, so he's been the 2-strike bug a little bit more. That one doesn't allow it to get to 2 strikes. A long run, and the play is made.
Well, Justin's been baffled by Jake Westbrook here this evening.
So now Miguel Montero, who walked, grounded out to short. Just an 0 for 6 in this series.
Nice pitch to the outside corner there, Westbrook. Just making it look easy here this evening.
Oh, 0-2 the count on Montero. He walked and he grounded out to short. Just off the plate, 1-2 the count. Montero takes wide. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. The Cardinals, if you're just joining us, some of you might just be settling in with long balls in the first and a grand slam in the second. Both hit by Carlos Beltran. 6 RBIs alone. That's the story. And then the man on the mound has been fabulous in Jake Westbrook. He's pitched behind some, but otherwise you're pitching a shutout. You can't really say anything critical about that.
He's given up 4 hits through 5 2/3 and just pretty much been dominant.
2-2. Montero into the seats it goes. Now, Arizona hasn't really had what you would deem a major threat. Where Westbrook's back was against the wall and he was clawing. The 2-2. Montero fouls it off into the seats. Hey, quick reminder, and I want to thank some folks for their support on Thursday at Arizona Grand Golf Resort, an event benefiting SARC, Autism Research and Resource Center. Sutton Strokes for the little folks. We're just about full, but if you want to give it a go, visit suttongolf.org, 480-818-1406. All the volunteers, folks with Sanderson, Lincoln, Gila River, they've been really generous, so should be a good event, and thank you. That one is inside. 3-2 the count.
Westbrook thought he had strike 3 to the inside corner. He didn't get the call.
Strike 3 over the inside corner.
Pretty much the same pitch that Westbrook wanted, and this time he called it a strike.
First baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Miguel's been frustrated with his 2 home plate umpires in this series. He was frustrated last night with the strike zone. A lot of times they'll have dinner together, those guys, after the game. Swing and a miss. 0-1 the count.
Really looking forward to that next homer by Paul Goldschmidt.
Let's do it now. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Dying for one.
83 in his minor league career. It might inspire him a little bit if you give a call out of the classic way to say his name.
God, usually something special has to happen for me to. Last year he had me saying it a couple times a night.
The 1-1. 1-2 the count to Paul. Paul's got that beard coming in. Spoils a pitch away. If he does get that home run, you'll remember that foul ball right there. So you have Paul growing the beard. You have Gibby dropping 10 years by shaving everything off his face.
But Gibby will be back just like that tomorrow. Oh, dear. That's a good one.
The 1-2. Outside. All right.
Jason Mott to it.
Oh, Jason Mott. He's got the unique combo, kind of the closer combo for the St. Louis Cardinals. That's the shaved head, so up top.
Right.
But then the beard down below. And it's a natty beard.
That's a Sasquatchian beard.
The 2-2. Bouncing ball doesn't knock it out of here this time. Instead, it's a fielder's choice, and in time for the out. a fun moment this is, and of course, well,
JJ, that's JJ Puts and David Hernandez. David caught his. What happened to JJ?
That was Dave and Pam Hatton.
I'm going to have to see that again here sometime shortly. That's funny.
How about in the next 15 seconds or so? Here's Jake Westbrook, strike one.
You know, it's rare to see your closer come out and catch a first pitch.
He didn't.
Well, good point. He still hadn't seen it coming.
But Gracie, he didn't catch the first pitch.
Reminded me a little bit of Big Adam Dunn.
Oh, Big Adam Dunn.
Okay, now David Hernandez catches his. Hey!
Center fielder, John J.
Watch David.
David. Like, you dope. Catch it.
All right, one more time. That one's belted. Boy, he let that travel as the ballpark hold it. And in time for the out.
Here comes that guy.
As promised earlier in the contest, it's our Miller Time moment, brought to you by the Miller Brewing Company.
And the receiving line. Kind of like that, actually, the receiving line.
The receiving line. Two and oh, the count.
That one was about 900 feet foul.
Look at that. That's great. That's great. Love that. I was hoping it wouldn't bounce down. It stayed up there. Good pitch. Missed in, though. 3-1 the count. Three and two the count. Went right after him.
Mm-hmm.
Ian with the 3-2. Chased out of the zone.
He's pieced it together pretty well, hadn't he, Darren?
Well, what might be his last pitch, not nearly as good as this first pitch. Look out!
Wake up, JJ.
Champion Cardinals 6-0. Brad Steinke, Joe Borowski getting set for post-game show presented by CenturyLink. Last night, Joe Saunders got lit up early. Tonight, it was Ian Kennedy. What'd you see?
Well, Ian struggled mightily early on in this game, but he was able to do something that's going to have his manager and, more importantly, his fellow pitchers very appreciative. I'll break down his outing and tell you what Ian was able to do. That's going to have the rest of his team saying good job.
We have that to look forward to. Guys, we'll send it back to you.
Yeah, good stuff. I think I know what it is, and I look forward to Joe paying it off, because you see, Joe, for his career, was a relief pitcher. And I think that's what he is going to speak about, Ian Kennedy's efforts. Get some handshakes and some thank yous from, well, someone other than the guys in that dugout. I know Joe's going to break it down. He's been there. 2-2, the count on Kubel. You've still got 9 more outs to play with. Now's a point of pride. Maybe just work on getting a single notch on that board. Leave a bad taste in his mouth if you can. And the changeup has Kubel overly aggressive. And he goes down on strikes. Boy, if you haven't seen it before, you need to make the trip down to a ball game just for this. Kachinko. It's brought to you by Gila River Casinos. You can find out more about it. Learn how you can play it. You can do it by going to the interactive kiosk. It's near Section 111 during regular season home games. We don't take it on the road with us, certainly, to places like Philadelphia, only at home. It's Kachinko, and it's Gila River Casinos. And it'll make a great day perfect. Oh, and 1 the count, Cody. A pair of strikeouts. Froze him on a breaking ball there. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Debuted with San Francisco in 2001 in the major leagues, Ransom. In September, in the middle of the Bonds home run chase, as he goes down on strikes. He's also worn an Astros jersey, Yankees jersey, and a Phillies jersey in the majors.
Follow Fox Sports Arizona's coverage of the Diamondbacks with MLB.com at Bat 12 for your iPhone, your iPad, Android, and Windows Mobile. Get live audio, pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text at bat to 31826 or visit dbacks.com for details.
Much better read there.
Thank you. Felt better. Diamondbacks kind of getting handed to them here in the 7th inning by Jake Westbrook.
Ground ball toward the hole, off balance. Oh, got him in a nice play there by the shortstop, Descalzo. 2001. Mark Grace, what do you remember about this night?
I just remember one dominant man striking out 20, and the strange thing was, even though he struck out 20, we had to come from behind to win that game. We being the Arizona Diamondbacks that I played on. But all's well that ends well. That was one of 2 20 strikeout games I played behind. I played behind a Kerry Woodwin back in 1998. And, of course, that one from Randy Johnson, which was incredible. But that wasn't, whoa.
First state.
Oh, that's big league. Wow.
Well, that might be a good text poll, I think, as Matt Holliday takes strike
What's
one
that?
from Ziegler. Yes or no? Will he get a second date?
Gosh, I hope so.
Bouncing ball and into center field for Holliday. You've told me ever since I came to work here that the Diamondbacks lead the league.
We lead the league in love. Yeah, she's smiling. Even in a 6-0 blowout loss right here. Yeah, she's playing with her hair playfully. You know, there. I think she likes him.
He's witty. He's a witty man.
I think she likes him.
14 appearances. Good stuff. There's a lot to like about this man. A 1.42 ERA.
Plus, he's classy enough to, on their first date, bring her to the old ball yard.
Good place for a first
agree.
date.
It's a great place to have a date. Bring a date. Nice going, young man. You're big league.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I think that's great. Now, go ahead and give her a hug.
0-1 the count. On the ground. And on to first. A double play and a nice job. So according to our text poll, you folks think she should go out with Stephen Drew instead. Oh, no, different text poll?
No, yeah, that's.
Oh, okay.
No, Stephen's a happily married man.
I know. I got a little ahead of myself. I thought this was the new one.
And she doesn't want to go to Skyline Chili.
Who will give the Diamondbacks the biggest boost when they return? I knew what we were talking about. You like the shortstop, you like Stephen Drew. Look, they'll all help.
What? I guess Chris Young wasn't doing good enough. 3% of you just really looking forward to Chris Young coming back. Yeah, you're right, folks. He wasn't doing very well.
There's our new poll.
That's a good text poll right there. I'm saying yes. I'm saying yes.
The 1-1. Up into the seats it goes.
I already hear those wedding bells.
Oh, really? Wow. Well, all's right that ends right.
Especially down in Reno.
Little topper.
Nobody better than Miguel doing that.
Loves that play. Leads the league in that play, just like the Diamondbacks.
Lead the league in love. Come on, folks. Vote yes.
Get home safe. With great beer comes great responsibility.
Back at the ball yard, Kyle McClellan for his 12th appearance of the year. The big, tall right-hander who has worked as a starter as well, a 3.46 ERA. Ryan Roberts called upon to pinch hit, and Matt Carpenter will take over at first. Carpenter batting ninth. McClellan, the pitcher, that's in the cleanup spot. So the pitcher spot is the number 4 slot for the St. Louis Cardinals. Ryan, fly ball, long run over. Beltran is there, and he puts it away. And Roberts, who came in with a 190 clip, will unfortunately see that average dip. How's that first date going, by the way?
Oh, it looks like it's going great. I mean, if she's not hiding her face, she's a beautiful, beautiful young lady. Man, I can only hope that everybody thinks yes for the young man's sake.
No one's voting so far.
Come on, folks.
He voted like 19 times during the commercial break.
I think I'm going to have to vote.
Here's Gerardo Parra. Oh, and 1 the count to Parra. Grounded out to short, fly to left field, and struck out swinging. What's your takeaway from Jake Westbrook tonight? What did you think of Westbrook's outing?
How about nothing short of fabulous? One guy, Aaron Hill, has been able to figure him out. He's 3 for 3. The rest of this Diamondbacks team has gotten 1 base hit, and that was Jason Kubel back in the 2nd inning. So Jake Westbrook has just been fabulous, and then some.
Two and 1 the count on Parra. A little topper.
Kyle McClellan right behind him, awfully good as well.
I'll tell you, Gracie, folks are chiming in, and it's really close right now.
What do we have?
Some folks
oh,
there.
Really? What a shame.
I'm curious what she's voting.
Well, I would imagine, their next date, they're probably going to go out and shop for furniture.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Register and everything.
Yeah, register
for China?
and everything. Sure. Probably.
Right.
Probably.
Folks, you got to vote yes. I mean, it should be about 80 to 20.
Yeah. Get some onesies for the babies.
All right. The cynical people need to go on to sleep now because there's no way it should be 52 to 48.
Exactly.
Nice looking young couple having fun. He takes her to a ball game. That's like 100 to nothing. Hard ground ball out to third. Freeze is there on the cross in time for the out.
Keep voting, folks.
Keep voting. Vote yes.
Come on, help him out. Be in his corner out there, guys.
to watch a game. Six to nothing. The St. Louis Cardinals on top. Ryan Roberts is now at third base. Cody Ransom moves over to shortstop.
Remaining in the game now at third base, number 14, Ryan Roberts. And third base to shortstop.
Zagorski takes over on the mound.
Now pitching, batting eighth, number 49, Mike Zagorski.
Mike on for the 5th time this year.
Leading off for St. Louis, catcher Yadier Molina.
Here's Yadier Molina. Belted. Down the line it goes. Into the corner. And Molina with the double.
Well, that didn't take long, did it? First pitch Zagorski throws just gets ripped. Bang.
Second baseman Skip Schumacher.
Down the left field line, a leadoff double. For Yadier Molina.
All right, we got to find somebody to get up there because
McClune's been traveling a lot
tonight. I understand that. Maybe it can be somebody else because their second date, they can come this weekend. We'll move them down. You and I will take care of it. 2 tickets on us.
Absolutely, I'll take care of it.
2 tickets on us. But somebody's got to go up there.
Yeah, maybe they can come in and say hello to us. I'd like to meet them.
No, just 2 tickets on us.
Gotcha. Yeah. Guess I got a little out of line there. My fault.
Well, I won't be here. I'm gone over the weekend. So I don't like that idea.
Well.
And the governor will get all the attention.
That's right. You want all the attention. That's right.
1-1 the count. So I don't know if anyone's going up there to let him know. I'm not quite sure. That one has popped into the seats.
That and unfortunately Diamondbacks haven't given us a whole lot to talk about on the field.
No, and that's why our first daters are.
Yeah, they're popular tonight. Plus
1-2 the count.
Plus they had a sign letting everybody know it was the first date.
That one is up and away. 2-2 the count. Schumacher, good night. He doubled, he scored, singled as well, grounded out to second. Boy, Skip was beat up last postseason.
Who beat him up?
Injuries.
Oh.
I'm told, by the way, the text poll, the folks are continuing to vote, and there's been a movement. Yep. 70-30.
There you go. That's better. That's better. Thanks, folks.
2-2 the count. I have such a great production crew here. Maybe we could just roll up the truck and shoot their wedding video.
See, now you're talking. That's more where I'm thinking.
Swing and a miss. Good slider from Zagorski has Schumacher chasing down and away. What's going on over there?
Well, if you don't already have tickets for this weekend's games, well, Darren and I will buy them for you, evidently.
No.
You can still get here for just $19 with the D-backs Pepsi Max Value Pack. You get a lower-level bleacher ticket, a regular-size hot dog, a 24-ounce Pepsi, and a free bottle of Pepsi Max, all for just $19. Call 602-514-8400 or log on to dbacks.com/value.
Well, that was a much better read than earlier.
I think my 8-year-old probably could have done better than my first one. Good fastball in right on the hands of Descalso. Nicely executed fastball.
And a nice name matchup. Zagorski v. Descalso. The streets of Chicago, those two would meet.
I was going to say. Good fastball, this time to the outside corner.
Oh, boy, what's going on up there in the upper deck?
You guys good?
I think Mark McClune is finding them.
Well, can I get your names?
I'm Brandon.
I'm Brittany.
How's the day going?
Pretty good.
Actually successful.
Was this the first stop? Did you go to take her to dinner first? How'd it go?
I was supposed to, but my car broke down, so she had to
bless his heart.
come pick me up for a bit.
You had to pick him up for your first date.
Yeah.
My car broke down. It happens.
So the big question is, we actually have a text poll right now on television. You do know that. Have you texted in? Have you voted?
No, or I don't know. Where's the phone number to it?
Well, it's probably up on the screen right now. I'm not sure, but if you 36929, but we're gonna let you vote and cast the final vote here. Does he get a second date?
Yes, he does.
Oh, that's a winner.
Very good. Hey,
Way to go, Brandon.
Big Mac, tell him we're taking care of the tickets this Saturday.
Second date. Mark Grace, Darren Sutton in the booth would like to leave you 4 tickets on Saturday to come right back here for your second date.
That sounds good.
That's nice.
Or 2.
Or 2? What was that?
Or just 2 tickets.
Oh, just 2 tickets.
Not
just
a
2
double
tickets.
date.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
We're not made of money.
You don't want a double date.
Mark McClune, thanks for going up there.
Have fun.
Good stuff, Matt.
Bring their name back, please.
Brandon and Brittany.
I need full names.
Tell me your
please,
names
Mark
again.
McClune.
Brittany.
Brandon and
Full names.
Riddle.
Did you guys get that?
Score. The Diamondbacks, one last chance. Take a look at our Chevron upcoming schedule. Valley resident Kyle Loesch against Diamondback left-hander Wade Miley. Wade finally experienced a bump in the road, but overall, look at the body of work this year. He was the rookie of the month in the National League in the month of April, and deservedly so.
Looking forward to an old veteran in Kyle Loesch and the young left-hander going at it again. Diamondbacks need some kind of a spark, either from the pitcher's mound, somebody in the lineup. Right now, it's somebody's going to have to say, all right, boys, enough of this. I'm going to throw the boys on my shoulders and take us to the promised land. Because right now, plan A ain't working.
Mitchell Boggs on for the 12th time this year. Breaking ball is high to Justin. 1-1 the count. In the end, too, what Kennedy did so well, and I know Joe's going to expound upon it in our post game, is these guys that work down here, he gave a lot of them a break. When Kennedy could have closed up shop about 4 innings before. He was having a tough night. Inside, 3-1 the count. Kennedy retired the last 13 batters he faced. Upton, base hit, center field on a fastball in at 96 miles an hour.
That's good to see. Very good to see. Fastball, and he just cut it off and ripped it right into center field.
So Miguel Montero walked. He grounded out to short, and he also struck out. No denying the arm of Boggs, is there? Really lively fastball, throwing hard tonight. University of Georgia, a Bulldog, SEC college baseball. Montero splits the gap. That one is down. With Upton running, this will break up the shutout. All the way around he goes. Montero with a double and an RBI. 6-1 is the score.
Well, Darren, you were saying when Miguel Montero's right, he's taking that pitch right there into that spot right there. Left center field and into the gap. Justin's going to score easily with his speed. But that wasn't that overswing, try to hit the ball a mile to right field. That was more like Miguel Montero doing what he's been doing for years up here in the major leagues.
It's funny, Grace. You talk about grinding and pushing. I think you get to this point, and there's a part of your subconscious that says 6-0, ninth inning.
We'll relax.
Relax.
That was 2 bullets. By far the hardest hit balls of the night.
Oh my goodness, crossed up on a fastball. Very dangerous when you're looking for a breaking ball and you get a fastball.
That would hurt Molina.
It's one thing to be looking for heat and get something that breaks. This is totally different.
Yeah, that got him right on the wrist. I mean, nothing but wrist right there. Oh my goodness, 96 miles an hour. Ouch. Yeah. Tape or no tape. That's smarts. Right now he's telling Mitchell Boggs, 1 is a fastball, 2 is a curve.
And again, I'm sure he shook it up a little bit just with the runner at second, but not dramatically. So whatever that sequence was, Boggs misread it. Oh, goodness.
Boy. Mike Matheny, the manager out there, he knows all too well, being the former catcher he is, they're going to remove Molina from this contest.
Well, I think they should.
Well, the fact that he's moving it like that is good news. That was all bone, folks.
Tony Cruz comes on. He will catch.
Now we can only hope Yadier is okay, because he's one of those players that's really good for baseball.
For St. Louis now catching number 48, Tony Cruz.
So Cruz comes on and he'll get loose. Cruz knew it wasn't good right out of the gates. When you come out fully geared up, you know, he plays the same position. He's not the starter, but he plays the same position. He's had that happen to him before too. So let's hope he's okay. We'll find out if we find out. If not, let's hope he's back out there tomorrow. Tony Cruz awaits. There's a breaking ball, and it's a strike. 1-2 the count to Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt goes down on strikes. A breaking ball from Boggs, and Paul 0 for 4 tonight.
Left fielder, Jason Kubel.
Now let's see if Arizona can plate that run that's standing at third. Changeup from Boggs sails out of the zone. Mitchell last year 2 appearances in the World Series. Gave up 1 run, a 3.3 ERA. Outside, 2-0 the count. Jeff Matuzis answers the phone. Who's moving around down there? Or is it no one?
Well, it's probably no one. Another wide one, ball 3.
Cody Ransom waits on deck. Mike Matheny trying to put this game to bed. Right there. 3-1 the count. Big fella from Dalton, Georgia.
Ball 4.
Boggs misses wide. Runners on first and third now. For Cody Ransom.
Shortstop, Cody Ransom.
Jason Mott starting to move around. Derek Lilliquist. It'll be one former Bulldog talking to another out here. And I mean baseball, University of Georgia. Major League Baseball, by the way, certainly lost a leader and an innovator. And in this division, as Jerry McMorris today at 71 lost his battle to pancreatic cancer. Certainly integral in the growth and the rivalry with the Diamondbacks. 2 organizations that work very closely hand in hand. So our thoughts and prayers with the McMorris family and with the Rockies organization. They've had a tough couple of years losing people that were very important to their baseball family.
Jerry McMorris, very instrumental back in the work stoppage in 1994 of getting baseball back on the field. He'll be missed.
Cody Ransom now. Three strikeouts tonight for Cody. One and one the count. In Ransom's journey back to the major leagues, the Grand Canyon product has hit 9 of his 10 games back to the major leagues. See if he can make it 10 of 11 right here and strike a little bit of fear into those Cardinals. Good take.
Laid off a good breaking ball there from Boggs.
Yeah, those are all mix and match years combining for 231 games. starting back in 2001. Outside, whoa, extended a bit, 2-2 the count. Pitcher's pitch there.
Ransom thought it was out. I think he may have a complaint there. That pitch looked like it was a couple 3 inches off the plate, but Tim Wilkie's word is law, and he said it was good enough.
The 2-2. Breaking ball outside. Diaz said he did not go around. That looked like it probably caught more of the plate than the last bit. Just for me.
That's awful close.
I don't think he went, did he?
No, he checked that up.
All right, let's see. Ransom takes strike 3.
Looks like a pretty good pitch to me.
Pitcher's pitch, certainly. Pitcher's pitch. At the bottom of the zone. Lyle Overbay will pinch hit. You have Cruz in there catching for Molina, too, so he's just getting loose. Ransom turns around, and Cruz boxed it down a bit, so that's what he saw. Change-up? No, that's not a change-up. That's a fastball. Just fluttered up and away a bit. It's nowhere close to a change-up. 11 hits and 37 at-bats for Lyle, a .297 clip. Outside. Two and 0 the count. All right. Ryan Roberts waits on deck.
Well, Boggs having a strange inning. Throwing some dominant stuff, and then missed badly. He's missed badly with all 3 of these pitches.
Both Lynn and Westbrook have done the same thing, though, the starters. 3-1.
I think that was a generous strike call there on 3-0.
See if Lyle can knock one in the gaps, make it interesting. The 3-1 to Overbay, a little chopper, 3-2 the count. Inside, that'll do it. The Cardinals come in here. They've already won this series as they take the first 2 ball games. A tough night for the Diamondbacks again. They managed just 1. And they lose it by a score of 6-1. We've got a lot to talk about in our post-game show interviews from in the locker room and down on the field. The folks are getting ready to do it. There were some winners tonight. The post-game show right up to this commercial break.